In this video, I do a tiny bit of embroidery. I just filmed a few clips, but for the most part, I'm working on a big illustration piece. So I do lots of sketching and planning for it, and then I'm collaging loads of birds, because that's what the illustration is. I'm also working a little bit on my shop update, which is coming up. So I'm designing washi tape and memo pads. So there's lots going on in this video, but mainly birds are being made. Here is July's Patreon print. If you would like to receive this in the post, it's an A5 print. Pledge to the little snips to on my Patreon page at any point in the month of July, and all the prints get sent out at the start of next month. Hello, welcome to a new video. A week of art. I've started off this week by just doing a little bit of embroidery. It's really hard to film. To be honest, I filmed these clips whilst holding my camera tripod in my mouth, so that's a little bit behind the scenes of how I did that. I'll just leave you with a bit of music, but I just thought I'd show you a little bit of my morning on the Monday I think I started filming this week. Hello, welcome to another week of art video. I'm going to try and film every day this week. It's currently Tuesday. I filmed a few clips yesterday, which you have just seen. I did a bit of embroidery. I finished off an embroidery which I'd nearly like 99% finished. And I go to work on Mondays in the afternoon, so I only have the morning to really work on all this art stuff. So in the morning I made a new notepad design. I'm working towards a shop update, so I'm starting to think about what products do I want to buy. I want to buy more washi tapes, and I want to do notepads for the first time, because currently all I sell is stickers, washi tapes and prints, lots of prints, and I want to branch out into something different. And I personally use notepads a lot, find them to be a very useful thing to have. I'm working towards making some notepad designs. I designed this yesterday. I didn't film it because it's just me placing shapes on Photoshop. It's really not that exciting. It's quite dull. I won't force you to watch that. You'll click right off. It's too boring. So I designed this notepad, and I've got 3 other designs which I've done over the past week. I did it at the weekend. More designs, and I also designed 2 washi tapes, and I need to figure out which ones I'm actually going to buy. I think for the washi tapes I'm going to buy both new designs. For the memo pads I'm definitely going to buy these 2. They're up on screen now, but I need to decide which one I want to buy between these 2. So I've made 2 flower designs, and I don't want to buy 2 flower based notepads. They're too similar, so I need to figure out which one of the 2 I want to buy. I did a poll on Patreon yesterday. I popped together this poll. Let's look through the results. This was post number 1. These 4 washi tapes. These are the 2 new ones. These are 2 old ones which I currently sell and are very nearly sold out of. I think I have 10 of each washi tape left, so I'm figuring out, do I want to reorder these or just order these and not reorder them? So I thought I'd just ask, what's your favourite? This is the results. These perfectly split. This one not too far behind, and bless this one, 3%, and even that's with me trying. I felt bad for it, so I gave it a vote. 2% not doing very well. That's this one, and I was going to reorder this because it's sold quite well, which is why I'm confused about the really low the really low score here because it does sell well. So now I'm thinking, do I want to redo this washi tape design? I do have, if I go over here, I have this lovely, oh gosh, so many Photoshop files. Where is it hiding? Ha 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 ha. I have all these lovely autumn leaf designs. I made these after. I made this first, and then like a month after, or however long after, I made all these designs, which I really like. So now I kind of want to do the new and improved washi tape design with these much nicer leaves. And then I did a poll on these guys here. I'm definitely going to order both of these. I need to figure out which one of these two I'm going to order. So let's see in the polls. Currently, out of the two flower designs, this one is winning, which I think I actually slightly prefer as well. Well, this is one of the new prints in the shop update, so I want a matching set. So I've kind of taken elements of this, popped it into a washi tape and popped it into a memo pad. So really, that's the matching set. But I do prefer this as a memo pad. This matches nicer, but this one looks nicer. So I think really it's going to be that, which still looks that nice and still matches. Then there's the vegetable set, because I have a couple of vegetable prints already. This is just one of them, so I thought it'd be nice if there was matching stuff. And also this works well for like shopping lists, and I make a lot of meal plans. We do meal plans every week and I write them on my memo pad, so I think it'd be cute to have like a vegetable themed meal plan list. Then the autumn one, anyway, that's the behind the scenes stuff. So by the end of today, I want to have everything figured out with what I'm buying and potentially order it, which is a bit scary because that's a lot of money. Hello, I'm going to do a voiceover for a bit. I'm working on here now planning out a print that I'm planning on making. Well, at this point I'm like halfway through. I've made a bunch of it. The idea is, I've had this idea in my head for quite a while. It was like, now's the time, I've got to do it. It's birds in a tree. I kind of did something similar a while ago for a Patreon print with hummingbirds. I really like the way it turned out. So this is going to be the bigger and better version of that, and not so orange, more just general green colours. That one's kind of autumn-esque in its colour scheme. This one's more just lots of greens and blues mainly. So I started by getting a bunch of pictures of birds. It took a while to find all the right reference pictures because I wanted them in very specific positions. As for like what birds I was choosing, I basically just googled like common UK birds because I wanted them to all, it would make sense that they all existed in the same place. I couldn't have like a bird, like a parrot. If I put a parrot in this scene, it'd look a bit weird. So I wanted all the birds to like be of the same theme. So they're all just UK birds. I spent a while finding ones in the right position. I wanted some that were just perched in the tree, and then I wanted like a bit of movement, so some that were flying. And it took a while like finding the right reference pictures to kind of slot together nicely into a scene. But I found them eventually. Got them, each bird's in a slightly different position, which I liked. Some slightly from behind, some flying, some sideways flying. Nice little arrangement. So what I did is I just did a practice bird to warm up first in my little sketchbook. I think it was a blue tit that I drew in my book. I didn't really need to do this, I just wanted to because I hadn't drawn in a while. But I say a while, maybe in like a week or so I thought I would just warm up. Drew that, and then I did a few thumbnails in my sketchbook, and then I just moved on to an A4 piece of paper and drew it big. This took a long time, this drawing. I've glossed over it in this video and condensed it into a few minutes, but in reality this was like a fair few hours because there was lots of rubbing out to figure out the best position for the birds, and the best position for the branches. I really love this sketch though. Alright, it's 6 o'clock now. I finished that sketch. It took me a lot longer than I thought. But at least that's ready for tomorrow now to start working on it. I'm going to go on a run with Oscar, my boyfriend. It's loud outside. And then after we eat, I will hopefully try and buy some tape. I'll do something productive. Oh, my sunflower looks cute. It's the following day now. Last night I printed off these at the scale they will be, although this will be this size. So these printed off a little bit too small, but it's close enough. I just wanted to see what they'd be like at the actual scale. So this is the tape and memo pads. I have made some changes this morning. Just very, very small changes. I made notes a little bit smaller so I could move everything up a bit, so I could get, basically I've just added an extra line just so there's less wasted space and there's more writing room. And then I've ordered everything. That took a while because I just like looking at reviews, and then it's just a lot of money, so there's a lot of like, oh, should I, do I want to commit? And especially for washi tape like these, you can just order it online. I've used a company called printed.com. They had a lot of good reviews and it seemed a decent price compared to other places, so got these from printed.com. These a little bit harder to get because it's like just back and forth emails. I bought them through basically emails and invoices. But it's a company I've used in the past for all my other washi tape, and I really like the way they look, so I've ordered it from there again. It's now 11:30. I'm going to start working on this. Although, should I pack orders first? Because I have orders to pack, and then once this desk gets covered with paper, it gets a lot harder to pack orders. I should probably pack orders first. I will probably, well not probably, I will. I'm going to paint paper and film it for a Patreon video because I want to make a video all about how I like paint very specific textures. So spend an hour or so painting paper, and then I will start making these birds. I have just spent the past 2 hours maybe painting a bunch of papers, and I filmed it all. I'm sure you've seen a few clips. I'll have teased you with a few clips. I filmed it all mainly for Patreon. I'm gonna do a whole painting paper video over there, and then after I painted them, they're obviously very wet. I use a lot of water to water down the paints, so they take a while to dry, and I don't like to hair dry them because then they go really crinkly and bumpy and it doesn't look good. So I have no choice but to literally sit there and wait for paint to dry. So whilst I was waiting for my paint to dry, I edited all the footage I had filmed. And did a voiceover as well, so that's nearly finished. I still got to do a few bits for that video, but that's the bonus video for Patreon sorted this month. Took a picture of my sketch, took it into Photoshop. Here you can see the actual piece. So the sketch I did is A4, the finished piece is going to be A3. Got a big piece of A3 paper out, so I need to take it into Photoshop so I can basically just zoom in on my laptop to get it to the right scale. I zoom in to the point that it's big enough, and then I traced all my birds. These are my very loose templates. I'm going to cut these out and I'm going to be collaging on top of these just to help me make sure all the birds are the right size, because they take a long time to collage. So if I accidentally collage one too big or too small and it no longer fits inside the scene, that's a lot of time wasted. Okay, after I packed those orders, I painted those papers, like I mentioned, and now I'm getting on to collaging. I think on this day, I can't remember what day of the week it was, but I only managed to get 2 birds done on this day because the paper painting took a while, and I edited the video, and then, packing orders. Things always take longer than I think they're going to take. These birds, honestly, was such a big task. Each bird takes at least 2 to 3 hours it depends on how complicated the bird is. It's just a lot of trial and error to find the perfect piece of paper to fit into, such a tiny space. Maybe this tiny one I'm doing now, the little yellow one, that probably took maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours. But then there's some more complicated ones I do later in the video, which definitely took probably like 2.5 hours to 3 hours. So there's 6 birds, that's a lot of time. Hello, it's now Friday. Yesterday I was working on that bird. I only could do stuff in the morning because I go to work in the afternoon. Made this little guy. I think he's sweet. I like him. Today I have got 4 more birds to do. It'd be nice if I could get them all done today. We will see. But basically just a day of lots of art is today. Birds, birds, birds. Right, let's go and do it. Carrying on with birds, a very bird-based video. I didn't get around to finishing this piece in this video just because the birds themselves took so long. Took so long, about 2 days of full work, and then like a little bit of time here and there because obviously I have a part-time job, so whenever I wasn't there at work I was trying to squeeze in a bit of bird time. The plan is to turn these into stickers as well as a print, because I currently have quite a few bird stickers in my shop and they sell really well. So I thought, well, might as well make some more. So I'm going to turn, not all of these birds, just maybe like my favourite 4, I'll turn into stickers. I don't know, I might do a poll on Instagram and figure out what everyone's favourite bird is. I probably won't turn that little yellow one into a sticker just because it's really small and there's not that much detail. Maybe all the other ones I will, I don't know, I need to figure it out properly. So I'm going to turn these all into stickers, and then the finished piece of art will be a print. And then down the line, maybe for a next shop update, I would really like to do maybe, it depends how well the memo pads sell. The memo pads might do really badly, and then I won't buy them again. But if they sell okay, I will buy more designs, and I'd love to do a bird memo pad, either just using these designs and birds that I've made in the past and like just having them around the edge of the memo pad, or maybe because I was thinking of making a bird washi tape as well, but the issue with that is like the washi tape is so small that you can't really put anything really detailed onto them because obviously it gets shrunken down to 1.5 centimeters wide. So if I was to put these birds as they are now onto washi tape, I think it would just look weird because there's too much detail crammed into a small space. So I was thinking if I was to do that, I'd have to make really small, less detailed versions of the birds. But down the line I'd maybe like to have bird washi tape, bird memo pad to match the stickers and the prints, just because they sell really well. People like birds, I like making them. As for the finished piece of art, if you want to see the finished piece of art, I will be posting it to Instagram at some point, and I'm probably going to film the whole process of adding in the branches for a Patreon video, and I might even do a live stream about it on Patreon as well. So if you're a Patreon member, you'll see all about it. But if not, don't worry, it will get posted to Instagram at some point, and I'm sure I'll be showing it in a video when I'm working on like shop update stuff. In terms of when is the shop update going to happen, I'm hoping it towards the start. No, it won't be the start because I'm visiting home for a bit. So it will be in the middle of August. I'd like to do this shop update. The plan is, after I finish editing this video, I'm going to spend a while editing all the birds that I'm making this video into stickers, and then I'm going to send off to get them made. They do take a while to get made, so literally the shop update will just be me waiting for stickers to come, because I think my washi tape should be here in like 2 weeks, my memo pad should be here in a few days, so yeah, I'll just be waiting on the stickers mainly because obviously it took me a while to make the art for them. So the goal is middle of August there will be a shop update. I currently can't sell anything to the EU, but I'm going to try and figure out a way around it, because I would love to launch the shop update at the same time as being like, my shop is open to EU again, because there was basically this new rule that meant I couldn't send to the EU anymore, but I'm hoping I can figure out a way around it. It's just, it costs money to pay a membership to have that issue be fixed, and currently I need to figure out, is it worth it spending that money? Am I going to make a profit? that's basically the situation I'm in. I would like to, because I used to get loads of orders from Europe, and ever since the whole EU thing, I've obviously noticed a big hit on income because a big chunk of my audience can no longer buy from my shop. So that would be nice if that issue was fixed. So, and also, I don't know if I'll do it for this shop update that's coming up, or if I'll save that for another one, because honestly there's so much work to do, and I just have a part-time job now, so there's not as much time as there used to be. I'd love to move my shop onto my website. I have a Squarespace website. I'd love to move it all to Squarespace. I still have Etsy just in case people find me through Etsy, but I'd rather, if I'm promoting the shop, I would rather send people to my own website rather than Etsy, because, you know, obviously Etsy takes a big chunk of the money and there's other issues as well with Etsy. So I'd love to move it all over to my own website eventually. Will I do that for this shop update? I don't know. I'll look into it. It might be too much work. Lots to do and little time. Anyway, the birds are finished. Like I mentioned, I mean, currently, whilst I'm doing this voiceover, I've not even started all the branches, but when the branches are all added in and the piece is finished, it will be shared to Instagram and updated. People will get real-time updates on Patreon as well. Something exciting has just arrived. All my notepads have arrived, so I will open them and show you, because I weren't expecting them to arrive this quickly. Oh, ignore my pile of washing. Okay, let's open them. I didn't realise how much space these would take up. When 3 boxes came, I was like, hold on, 3 boxes? Oh my god, where am I going to put all these guys? They look so cute. Oh my god. They're so cute. This is actually perfect. Oh my god. Look at that, it looks so good. Notepad number 2. Oh, they just look perfect. It's like exactly how I wanted them to look. They look so good. I am one happy girl. All right, let's compare them all. So cute. I love them so much. Anyway, to finish off this video, I'm just doing a bit of embroidery. Kind of gone full circle. I started the video with embroidery and I'm finishing the video with embroidery. Well, this isn't actually. This is just sewing. I'm doing this thing where you like attach it to a board because I just think it looks nicer, because I could display it in the hoop that you do the embroidery in, but that means it has to be displayed in a circle, but I wanted it displayed in a rectangular format. So I just sewed it to this board and I thought I'd film a few clips of it. And that's it. I thought I'd just show off my little frog at the end of the video. My frog's on wheels. That's all from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video, seen what I get up to, and I hopefully you're looking forward to this shop update. Goodbye.